play and spirit with the characteristics that Kip embodied: sportsmanship, friendliness, humor, loyalty, dedication, heart, and compassion for his teammates and others. At this time, the Tavianos will present a commemorative stick to the captains of the Haverford School and the St. Anthony's Friars. Each season, the Haverford School senior football and lacrosse player is selected to wear the number 10 jersey in honor of Kip. This year's representative for the board is senior Louis Atkinson. Both teams for joining us, and good luck today. Enjoy the game.
From Spencer Stadium on the campus of the Haverford School, good morning, everyone, and welcome to one of the best games that I think you'll see in high school lacrosse in the entire nation this season. Two of the top 6 in the land. It is number 1 St. Anthony's, the Friars, out of Long Island in New York, set to take on the number 6 Fords of Haverford. Great to have you along with us with Todd McFarland. I am Mike Samsel. It is a pleasure to have you on hand for this one. Partner, this is going to be a really fun game to watch. But as always, it's going to start at the X, right? The face-offs. Haverford, in order to stay in this game, they're going to need to be competitive at the face-off X. Lucky for them, they've got one of the best in the nation.
Absolutely. I mean, between Moon and McCarthy, you got two of the best in the nation right now. It's obviously going to be GBs here on the wings. I'm excited to see some wing play, right, and how they're going to push their offense. It's going to be a great day here.
And perhaps two of the best keepers in the nation in this game as well. For St. Anthony's, it's Sean Ford. And for the Haverford Fords, it's Brody Murphy.
Yeah, two solid brick walls there. I mean, this is going to be a great day. I mean, the last time we were here, it was raining against Lawrenceville. Beautiful day here. We're celebrating the 10-year loss of Kip Taviano here. It's going to be a great day of lacrosse.
And you mentioned today the 10 Love game, and them acknowledging Louis Atkinson, one of the captains here at Haverford. Each year someone selected to carry on that legacy, and this year it was Louis Atkinson.
Absolutely. I mean, Kip Taviano tragically lost his life 10 years ago, surrounded by friends and family here today. It's going to be a great day of lacrosse. A lot more than lacrosse today, but it's going to be a great day of lacrosse nevertheless.
McCarthy wins the first faceoff and charges right in. McCarthy goes just wide with the shot. But it'll stay with Haverford, and that's exactly the start.
Absolutely. Let's see what St. Anthony's does here. St. Anthony generally is slow to slide or lack of slide, so if Haverford can beat their matchups, it's going to be a good day for the Fords.
This is Jack Long, number 7 in white. Works it around O'Kane. And now Duraco. Gives it back to O'Kane. So against a team that doesn't slide, is patience kind of the key? Just keep working the ball around, look for your matchups?
Absolutely.
There's Long with one wide.
Absolutely. High-quality shots, spread their defense out, and win matchups. That's what Haverford's looking to do today.
So Haverford does turn this one over. As here's Ford wandering a bit forward. Gives it out to the left, and Jenkins. There's D1 talent all over this field as that one hacked away. Ground ball loose and able to pick it up for St. Anthony's is Bolello. Out on the right, in front, all alone, but Murphy able to make the stop, denying Colin Johnston. And Atkinson able to pick up the ground ball.
Yeah, you mentioned D1 talent today. There's 32 commits, college commits for St. Anthony's. I mean, that's basically a loaded, Division I, Division II, Division III team.
Yeah. And Haverford with over 20 as well. So you'll see in this game over 50 athletes already committed to universities, and a lot of them D1. What a great job to slide through there by Brendan Leary. Out of the danger. And it'll allow Haverford to set up their attack. This is Will Burfiend. Gives it over to Zeller, the Rutgers-bound midfielder. Out to the left. Large. Gives it back at X. O'Kane in front. Lost his footing. Gets it back. O'Kane puts it on goal, and it's saved by Ford. Ground ball picked up. Burfiend, another stop made by Ford. Third opportunity. O'Kane has it knocked away, and the ground ball controlled by St. Anthony's. Both teams getting some good opportunities here early.
This is an up-and-down game right now. If the rest of the game is going to be like this, we're in for a treat.
Owen Duffy racing forward on the left and scores at an almost impossible angle. Duffy gets the first goal of the day to make it 1-0 St. Anthony's.
Yeah, lefty ripper on the run, down the alley, opposite alley, sticking that. That's a high-quality shot right there.
So St. Anthony's takes a 1-0 lead, less than 3 minutes in. End-to-end action here. Moon and McCarthy on the face-offs. McCarthy, we talked about in games past, headed to Duke. Moon, going to be whistled for the false start here.
Absolutely.
Committed to Brown. So.
And that's going to be one of the targets here for Haverford. Trying to stop Owen Duffy, number 32, who just stuck that UNC commit.
Yeah.
Coach Metzbauer, Coach Bresch, you're going to really enjoy him.
Duffy, another one of those athletes that kind of had his choice of where he wanted to go. Pretty much every program in the nation interested in him, as this one ripped just wide from Zeller. Duraco will have it with 60 on the possession clock. 36 as well as Flynn. Flynn shakes free and scores. Went low with the shot. I think it caught Ford off balance, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, Ford dipped the last couple saves here, so I think Wells took advantage of that for sure. Great shot by Wells.
So tied at 1-1, 8:37 to go here, first quarter. And neither team at least early on, showing a whole lot of interest in defense.
No, it's going to be an up-and-down game for sure.
McCarthy, again, wins the draw. Charges. McCarthy puts it wide, but it'll stay with Haverford. McCarthy does not waste time when he wins a face-off.
No, he
just goes straight forward. And he creates a lot of opportunity and a lot of chaos for the Fords. Here's Large. Goes with the shot save made by Ford. Ground ball still loose in front of the cage, and St. Anthony is able to navigate away. Friars racing through midfield with Ashheim. Gives it near side here to the aforementioned Duffy. Back at X, it's Spidel. Attackers coming on now for St. Anthony's. With 48 on the possession clock. Good check by Leary. It's back to Duffy, who puts it in front through contact. Ground ball loose. Play going to be whistled down. And a crease violation. We'll give it back to the Fords.
That's good, solid defense there by the Fords. It looked like St. Anthony started to an open set, and they collapsed there on him.
Nolan. We'll give it off for Brendan Leary and wait for the attackers to join. But that does seem something that's part of Haverford's strategy here early on. Attack quickly. See if you can get numbers forward on the counter.
Absolutely. Grant Ament, the offense coordinator for the Haverford Fords, right? Plays for the Archers in the PLL. Very offensive mind, savvy coach. So what he wants to do, capitalize in transition.
Long on the far side, gives to O'Kane. O'Kane gets inside. O'Kane shoots. Save made by Ford. Ground ball here on the near side. Flynn trying to scoop it up. Battle for it. Play's going to be whistled down. And the foul will keep it with the Fords.
Yeah, I think the Fords need to shoot low a little bit or get that bounce shot. You know, Ford's a big guy in cage, takes up a lot of space, so get that thing low.
That one skipped by Leary. And Ashheim able to pick it up and race up the far side. Long stick midi having a hard time settling it, though. He finally does and gives it off to Bolello. Bolello racing in, checked away. Ground ball loose, right back to the Fords. Trying to get it back to Murphy. And Murphy is able to finally control. Atkinson this side with 6 minutes to play here in the first. Takes a hard check from Duffy, who forces the turnover for the Friars.
Yeah, that's a great ride there by Owen.
Breslin gives it off to Green.
Interested to see if St. Anthony's going to slow it down a little bit. It's been a lot of run and gun, kind of forcing the ball. I look for a methodical set here.
It's a good crowd on hand here at Spencer Stadium as well. You can tell feeding off the energy on both sides. As here's a turnaround shot. Murphy just unable to keep it out. He got something on it, but not quite enough. And the goal is for Joseph Calandrino. St. Anthony's takes a 2-1 lead.
So I think after St. Anthony's kind of settles in a little bit, if I'm on the sideline, and obviously, Coach Keith has a lot more years on the sideline than I, almost 300 wins under his belt.
Yeah.
I would slow him down, try to wear down Haverford.
5:27 to go here in the first. False start on the face-off again. McCarthy's kind of dominated this matchup.
4-0 right now. I think he's feeling it.
Burfiend gives it for Zeller. Burfiend again. Burfiend gets on his preferred right hand, gives it off. Space for Zeller. DeRocco unable to win the race. Shot tail wide, and it will go back to St. Anthony's with under 5 to go here in the first quarter. But Jenkins unable to control the pass, and Haverford will get it right back.
Look the push right here. One more.
In front, space shot scored. DeRocco ties it 2-2. Off the turnover, the Fords make St. Anthony's pay.
That's a great quick restart there. St. Anthony's didn't get to the hole, and Haverford capitalized.
Great feed. In front, DeRocco will never miss from there. We're tied at 2. McCarthy and Moon. McCarthy wins it again. He'll make the pass this time to DeRocco and let the attackers get on. 4.5 to play here. First quarter, game tied at 2. Wells Flynn. Out on the left, it's Flynn. 36, and White scores! Just fired it over the right shoulder of Ford, and Haverford takes their first lead of the day.
We kind of touched on it earlier in the broadcast about St. Anthony's slow to slide. Typical, again, when I was on staff at Maryland, we were very slow to slide. We force guys to beat our matchups, and that's what Haverford's doing right now. They're beating their matchups, and St. Anthony's is not sliding.
3-2. Haverford leads. Now, is that something you think could evolve as the game goes on, if those one-on-one matchups are continued to win, or is that more of a season-long style, if you will? That's more of a philosophy than a style.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're probably going to stick to their guns.
Yeah.
They are going to make some adjustments here if Haverford keeps on sticking it to them a little bit. I'm interested to see how the game progresses, what they're going to do.
Finn Lawrence gives it off to Flynn, who's been the star man today with 2. This is Zeller. Out on the left, Zeller lets fly and scores! What a start for Haverford! It's 4-2 Fords!
I mean, to be honest, there's really nothing fancy about that other than him just getting his hands free, running down the alley, and letting it rip. I mean, that's big boy lacrosse right there, as we call it.
4-2 Haverford, 3:53 to play here first quarter. McCarthy and Moon on the face-off. McCarthy has been undefeated today. Ground ball loose. Still loose. Moon after it. Jostled along. Almost into the attacking third and still loose on the ground ball. Flung into the air. Controlled by the Fords. Racing forward on the right for Haverford. And giving it off is Halpert. This is O'Kane.
I mean, that's
over to DeRocco, and they settle in the attack.
That's a big GB there for Haverford, right? Guys battling. McCarthy didn't win it outright, and they just scrapped. That's a big ground ball there early on.
Jack Long. Worked over on the left. This is Aiden DeRocco. Gets the feed from Large, but rolls all the way through. And to the keeper Ford. It's back to St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's trying to work quickly here. And time in transition. Works it near side here for Speidel. And now Duffy. Duffy is really the one that everything runs through for St. Anthony's with good reason.
Yeah,
but they have plenty of people that could put the ball in the net.
Yeah, Duffy's a complete stud. Good on-ball, off-ball, two-man game, two-handed.
Green. Let's fly with a shot. Murphy makes a stop as it rolls through the crease. It will stay with St. Anthony's with 2:14 to go here in the first. 4-2 Haverford. Jack Ponzio. Worked around the Duffy and now Green. Duffy again. Given off in front. Back to Duffy. In front. Blocked away by Murphy. Race for it. Haverford wins it. The Fords will get possession. With 1:45 to go here in the first. Nolan takes a huge check And it's picked up racing the other way. This is Spidel. Nolan gives it back on the other side to Duffy, who's back to his feet and gets the pass here.
Yeah, Connor Nolan, junior midi, big strong kid.
Duffy spins onto his left hand. Pinballing off of Atkinson, gets in front. What a stop by Murphy. Crease violation anyway, and it's back to the Fords. Haverford is not in any way intimidated.
No, they're not backing down whatsoever.
Getting free in the midfield and forward is Miles Balakandrin. Gives to Burfiend. Final minute of the first quarter. Possession clock, for all intents and purposes, unplugged. Burfiend here on the near side. Gives it at X, unable to control it cleanly as O'Kane, but he does get the ground ball back. And Haverford is going to take a timeout. 38 seconds to go here in quarter number one. The Fords are flying. It's 4-2 Haverford over St. Anthony's here on SFBN. With Todd McFarland, Mike Samso welcoming you back here to Spencer Stadium. 4-2 Fords in front over St. Anthony's, the number one team in the nation. As the Fords break their huddle, they get a nice ovation here from their faithful, lining both sides of the field. And if you're a Haverford fan, you got to be thrilled with this first quarter.
Yeah, the Ford fanatics are out in force today again, celebrating the 10-year loss of Kip Taviano. Great weather, right? The Fords are kind of sticking it to them right now.
And you'll kind of see when St. Anthony's is in possession out on the far side of the field. Kip Taviano's friends and family are set up over on the far side under that Haverford tent. At least the goal was under that Haverford tent. I'd say they've taken that entire side of the lawn.
They're deep over there for sure.
Yeah. Out of the timeout, it's back to live action. Haverford in possession. Do you hold here for one shot or for your best shot?
For your best shot. And knowing Grant, he's going.
In front, here's a skip shot. Denied by Zeller. Flynn is there. It'll stay with Haverford. Wells Flynn gets free in front. Flynn, as flags come in, Haverford's going to go a man up. Jenkins picks it up, 7.3 to go. And Haverford will go a man up on the penalty.
I mean, that's a pretty heads-up play. You know, short clock. He goes right to the cage. You know, run through a gauntlet of slashes and such there for St. Anthony's. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do right now.
Man up here, 7.3 to play in the first. O'Kane will hold, retreat, and they'll take the man up to start quarter number two. Great first quarter for the Fords. We've played 12 minutes. Haverford 4, St. Anthony's 2 here on SFBN. 4-2 Haverford through 12 minutes as we welcome you back here to Spencer Stadium. Todd McFarland, Mike Samsel, great to have you along with us for this one. Todd, obviously a 4-2 lead for Haverford. Wouldn't be a huge upset, but an upset. What stood out to you here in the first 12 minutes?
Yeah, I think, first of all, the face-off acts, Ben McCarthy just dominating. Great wing play from Haverford as well. And then, number one, they're not shying away, right?
Yeah.
They're going right to St. Anthony's.
Haverford will start the second quarter on a man up. O'Kane gives it to Aiden Duraco. Back to O'Kane at X. Duraco, Zeller, and Long. Large. Work to Aiden Duraco. Goes low and scores!
Big shot by Aiden there. I mean, they were moving the ball well. Very methodical, passing the ball back. Just look for that seam. Aiden dropped his hands and let it rip.
5-2 as Aiden Duraco scores on the man up.
Aiden's have a pretty good year this year. Junior commit to Navy, 24 and 21 goals and assists. Chalk another one up.
McCarthy and Moon. Ground ball loose. And it's Haverford conceding their first face-off today as St. Anthony's has it. This is Duffy getting one right back. And a flag comes in as well. So we'll see if they'll pick it up on the goal or if St. Anthony's will go a man up as well.
Yeah, this is
the
just
goal counts, but
this is just big boy lacrosse here.
Yeah.
Right? Won the face-off. He's got his head down, moving, letting it rip.
So St. Anthony's able to get the deficit back to 2. 5-3, Haverford leads. 11:23 to go before halftime. But that's how quickly St. Anthony's can attack, particularly when they win a face-off. And they win this one as well. Attacking is Jack Ponzio. I'll give it out to Duffy. Spidle. Duffy, right side, worked around. From Breslin to Green. This is Duffy. Over to Green. In front, swiped away, picked back up. What a stop by Murphy! On the doorstep, denying Green.
You can tell a little bit more methodical on offense, not running and gunning. They won a couple face-offs here. Obviously, the first face-off, they went down and scored here in the second quarter. Second face-off, they won, a little more methodical here.
Leary's pass was a hopeful one, taken away by St. Anthony's. Ground ball loose, though. And Flynn able to get it right back. Flynn tied up in a scrum. Comes away with possession and a delayed man up. In front, Ryan Duraco thought about it. He'll pull back and set up. Aiden Duraco gives to Leary. Duffy. On his preferred left hand, here's the shot, score! That's Colin Zeller, the opposite number 32 for the Fords, getting the lead back to 3. It's 6-3 Haverford.
Yeah, great shot. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast about getting the ball low. Ford's a big goalie here. He just let that thing go right between the 5-hole there.
So that'll wipe away the man up for Haverford. But they get what they were looking for anyway, the goal to go up 6-3. McCarthy wins it cleanly and attacks, gives left to Rocco, puts it just high.
Yeah, he just missed that one. He was looking for top shelf for sure.
O'Kane gives it to Aiden Duraco. Aiden is number 8, Ryan number 4. Jack Long. Back to Burfiend. And Haverford putting on this effort is here's Burfiend with a shot, just missed. Ground ball loose. Long swipes at it and is able to pick up the ground ball for Haverford. Doing this all without Wills Birth, their Virginia commit. In front, Duraco goes low with the shot saved. Duraco, Aiden denied again. What a stop by Ford. And Green able to pick up the ground ball, trying to navigate out of a hornet's nest of Fords. Comes away with it, and racing forward is Palantina. Breslin gives it back. Green wide of Murphy.
Interested to see if St. Anthony comes back in another methodical set. Let them come out and bump the ball around a little bit, get Haverford moving, maybe wear them down a little bit.
For those of you just joining us, 6-3, Haverford leads over St. Anthony's, 2 top 6 teams in the nation. St. Anthony's is number 1, and the quality of play we've seen in this game through the first 15-plus minutes, I don't know if you'll see better lacrosse anywhere in the country at the high school level.
No, this is a treat for sure. Great coaching on both sides, come from great club programs.
.22 on the possession clock. This is Breslin. Gives it side of the cage with 15. Colin Goals at X. Under 10 on the possession clock. Left side, dump pass in front. Murphy makes the stop, denying Breslin. A fresh 60 on the possession clock, though, for St. Anthony's with 7:35 to go first half.
Haverford's doing a good job there. They try a little two-man game from behind. Haverford played that well.
Breslin gets on his right hand, lets fly, and puts it just high and wide. St. Anthony's possession with Duffy. Shoots and scores. Third of the day for Owen Duffy. Makes it 6-4.
Yeah, that looked pretty effortless, man. You know, he's not running full speed. Little jump shot there, top corner. I think Atkinson, if you put a little pressure there, just force him down the alley a little bit more, it would have been a tougher shot for him.
Almost an off-speed pitch, if you will, from Duffy. Ooh. And right off the face-off. Flag's coming, and we're going to see a man up.
Another false start there for St. Anthony's, awarded to Haverford.
So Haverford with a chance to get the 3-goal lead right back, and that's one thing that Haverford has done impressively here in this first half. Anytime St. Anthony's has had some kind of positive motion, positive momentum, the Fords have been able to mute it.
Absolutely. And again, we talked about earlier, you know, the Fords are not stepping down, right? Number 1 in the nation, St. Anthony's right now.
Yeah.
They're not shying away.
Nobody's out there trying to get an autograph.
No.
Duraco gives it off to the right, no Kane. Now Large to Duraco. Long shot from Zeller. Just missed. Ford still on the man up. Aiden Duraco gives to Ryan. And now again Zeller. Large. Left side scores! Brady O'Kane. The lead is back to 3 for Haverford.
It's a great shot there by Brady. They just, you know, swung the ball around. Brady came up the hash there. Little low to high. Drops his hands. lets it rip.
St. Anthony's knew how good Haverford was coming into this game, but you can't help but wonder if the Friars are looking and kind of going, what is happening right now?
Yeah, I don't know if they're too worried right now. They're just kind of, I don't know if they're flustered. You know, Haverford's doing a great job winning GBs. They just won another one. But again, you know, this is a game of runs.
That's true.
We got a lot of time left here on the clock.
Murphy plays it forward for Connor Nolan. This side, lot of space to run into for Cameron Esposito. Aiden and Ryan playing here on the near side. This is Ryan, number 4 in white. Out to Flynn, who's got 2 goals today. Burfiend and Flynn. On his preferred right hand, Flynn pinballs off one check. Trying to pinball off a second. Looking to make the pass to Rocco, but it's taken away by Ansheim. Trying to get free on the near side. And finds Jackson Green, excuse me. Gives it for Johnston. Ponzio gives it out far side on his left hand. Patrick Carragher thought about the shot. Carragher moves to X. Gives side of the cage, Ponzio. On his left hand, Ponzio saved by Murphy. And right out of the air, it's picked up and racing the other way is Leary. For Haverford, Leary. Away from the check from Green, and Burfiend and Duffy taking a couple hearty hacks at one another. Still jostling as they each get back on side. Couple of state porters hasn't muted this for being a rivalry.
Yeah, I don't think that there's too much love here.
Oh, Kane goes low and scores!
And the flag.
For Haverford. And the Fords are going to go a man up.
I mean, that's a nice little shot. That was a tough handle, right? Coming from X off that feed, rolled the inside, let it rip.
Won by Malvern Prep again with Nolan. McCarthy has been dominant.
Yeah, it was I mean, he's feeling it right now. I think he's they lost 2.
Yeah, only 1 or 2. Duraco, play whistle down. Timeout Haverford. 3:54 to go here in the first half. The Fords are absolutely on fire. They lead 8-4 over St. Anthony's out of New York, the number 1 team in the nation. Todd McFarland, how have we gotten here?
Well, we talked about it, beginning of the broadcast here. If the Fords dominated the faceoff and dominated possession, which they have all game, right? Keep the ball out of St. Anthony's hand. And again, the other flip side of that is St. Anthony's does not want to slide. They're slow to slide. And to be totally honest, right, Haverford's not backing down, and they're beating their matchups.
Right. And it's been Brody Murphy. He's been strong today. Made a couple of good saves. Sean Ford has made a couple of brilliant saves as well. It almost feels insane to say, but true to say, that St. Anthony's is lucky they're only down 8-4.
Yeah, there were some shots there by Haverford. I know they wanted back. I can definitely tell you that Grant Ament, again, the offense coordinator for Haverford, we shot the ball high a couple times, and now they're shooting low, making him dip, right? So now they're placing their shots all around the goalie right now, which is nice to see. Great shot placement.
Out of the timeout, Ford's possession, 3:54 to go here first half. Haverford probably doesn't even want to see the halftime break.
No, they're on a roll right now.
Jack Long gives it over to Large. Now Duraco. Back to Large. Right in the middle of the field. Ryan Duraco in front. Large charges, goes low, save made. Ground ball picked up by Large, trying to keep the pressure on. Off a check. Low shot again. Ford makes the stop. It just trickled near the goal line, but Ford able to keep it out. Haverford forces another turnover. Large again. Right side in front for Duraco. Ground ball loose. Duraco can't control. St. Anthony's finally does. What wonderful chaos. Racing free here on the near side. It's Snyder. And finally able to slow things down and settle is St. Anthony's.
Yeah, a little bit of a force there inside. They fought like heck to get that ground ball back right. Maybe pull it out next time, get some touches, put that ball in the back of the net.
Jackson Green. Out to the far side. Aiden Zuhosky. Zuhosky one-on-one with Balakandrin. Gets inside, goes low, and scores. So the Friars able to get one back. Aiden Zuhosky makes it an 8-5 game.
Yeah, nothing crazy about this one. Just a little one-on-one. Got the short stick behind, right? Slow to slide, didn't slide. Little rotation there would have helped out a little bit. That was just a nice one-on-one.
2:29 to go here, first half. McCarthy again. Clean win on the faceoff. Give to Ryan Duraco. Flips the ground ball, able to control. Duraco at X. Gives it here near side to Flynn. Back to Burfiend. Now 32, Zeller. Back to Duraco. Under 2 minutes to play first half. Flynn thought about it. Aiden Duraco at X. 45 on the possession clock. Duraco waits for the double team to come his way. Find Flynn. Dangerous pass across the field. Ground ball still loose as it was knocked away from Zeller and picked up in the scrum by Snyder. Ford out of his cage. Pass gets deflected away. But here on the near side, able to control it for St. Anthony's is Kevin Kearns. And Aiello able to race forward. Bellello gives to Johnston. And now St. Anthony's will take a timeout with 1:13 to play here first half. And this next 73 seconds could be big for the Friars.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out, move it around a little bit, right? Wait for that nice shot. You know, go into the locker room here at halftime, try to make it 8-6, 2 down. Interested to see what they do and their adjustments when they come out of halftime. But I know they have to adjust for sure. What's happened to face-off X? You know,
right.
Do they double pole? Do they put a pole in the face-off? What are they going to do to stop McCarthy and the Haverford rope crew? Try to get some possessions here for St. Anthony's in the second half.
1:13 to go here first half, 8-5. The lead belongs to Haverford over St. Anthony's. And most of St. Anthony's attack has come from Owen Duffy.
Yeah, he double team, doesn't matter. He's very savvy, very quick, has a great vision, and can let the ball rip for sure.
Friars will have possession with 1:13 to go here first half. And again, your focus here for the forwards right now is to stay disciplined defensively. Obviously, if you can get possession back, control, and get to halftime with a 3-goal lead, you're happy to do that. But you have to stop first. Don't want to concede here and give St. Anthony's the momentum going to halftime.
Absolutely. Haverford needs to make a statement here and stop them for sure.
Friars start possession here on the near side. Ponzio. Being watched defensively by Leary. Johnston. With 30 on the possession clock. Johnston. Side of the cage, Carragher. 40 to play in the half, 20 on the shot clock. Jackson Green goes low with the shot. Murphy makes the stop. And Leary has a ton of space to run into. Brendan Leary gives it in the middle. Here's the shot off the post. Just denying Charlie Halpert. 15 to go in the half. Duraco thought about going low. This is Leary. Give to Ryan Duraco. Final 5 of the half. Duraco trying to get inside. Does! Scores! 2.6 to go. 9-5 Haverford.
I think the place just came unglued there. Duraco looked up at the clock, saw he had limited time. He just put his nose down, went hard. Again, St. Anthony's not sliding there. Up and over. The Ford Fanatics went super crazy over there. It was nice to see.
This is dreamland for Haverford. 2.6 to go here, first half. McCarthy wins it again, might as well. And it's blocked down in front before the halftime horn. 9-5 Fords lead over St. Anthony's. Looking to get the win over number 1 in the nation. Haverford with a 9-5 lead here on SFBN. with Todd McFarland, Mike Samso welcoming you back here to Spencer Stadium. 9-5. Haverford in front over at St. Anthony's, just about set to start the second half. And starting it with a face-off between Moon and McCarthy. And the false start this time on McCarthy will give possession to St. Anthony's. But that face-off X was dominated by the forwards in half number one.
Yeah, McCarthy took control of that. They had great wing play here for the forwards. I don't think Coach Dawson expected that false start on McCarthy coming out of the gates.
St. Anthony's trailing by 4. Near side here, Ponzio. Back at X, Breslin. Trying to get in front, has it checked away. Ground ball picked back up by Carragher. Jackson Green on his right hand. Green skips it just wide of Murphy. And a diving attempt by Halpert there to get possession back. But it's St. Anthony's. Spidel. In front, checked away. Ground ball picked up by Carragher. Breslin out on the far side, gives to Duffy. One-on-one with Nolan. Duffy in front, and it just sails over the net. It will stay with St. Anthony's, though, as the referee blows play dead for a second.
I think they're going to discuss if they're in the crease or not.
No crease violation, they say. You and I were talking at halftime. Duffy's the type of player that could just decide, I'm going to take this game over.
Absolutely.
And he gets in front here, goes with a jump shot, and sails it.
Yeah, he has that pedigree. Owen has that pedigree just to put his head down and go.
Yeah. Play's going to be whistled down here yet again. Officials over on the far side talking to the Haverford bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I think they're talking about the shot clock here. But they did let it run down to 22, so I'm kind of confused on what they are speaking of.
Yeah. It'll be Duffy to initiate possession with 22 on the shot clock. Duffy at X. Working his way out front into a double team. Gives it side of the cage. Low shot is wide from Spidel. And now it's down to 10. Luke Breslin.
Duffy's going.
Duffy trying to get in front. Pinballs off a couple of checks. Makes the pass to Carragher. Blocked down in front. And a possession clock violation. Turnover. Haverford survives.
Great defensive stand there by the forwards, right? Coming out of the gate, false start to start the face-off. Defensive unit did a great job holding to it.
Good pass here on the near side to Gavin Cooper. Pull forward, gives it off to Leary. Now Flynn will give it left. Zeller racing in left side. Back at X. That's O'Kane to Aiden Taracco. Taracco in front, check down, able to make the pass to Leary. Now Flynn has got 2 goals today. Flynn in front, O'Kane off the post.
That was a great little look there. St. Anthony's was caught sleeping on the crease.
And St. Anthony's nearly turned it over in their own end again. We saw a turnover earlier from Jaden Jenkins. I don't think we've seen him back in the game since.
Nope. Balls are valuable for sure. Don't want to throw those away.
Yeah. Pass in front, scores. Luke Breslin, right on Murphy's doorstep. Makes it a 3-goal game once again. It's 9-6.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Little tic-tac-toe passing there. right? Coming up the hash, little backdoor cut. What we're taught here in lacrosse, if your defender ever has his back to you, you cut. That's what they just did in the crease. Nice little look inside.
McCarthy and Moon on the face-off. McCarthy again with the win.
Yeah, if you notice there on that last face-off, right, Santos playing the defensive end.
Yeah.
Right? Worry about McCarthy pushing that ball forward. So McCarthy's run out the back door.
Barfield. Circles all the way around, goes low with the shot and scores. Somehow found space on the inside of Sean Ford. 10-6 Haverford.
Again, nothing fancy, right? We're creating space for him here on the crease. He just comes up the hash. No slide. Bottom corner.
Nothing fancy, but not a whole lot to shoot at either.
No, I mean, that's, again, I think they're getting them low now, right?
Yeah. False start on Moon. That's his 4th of the day already. He had 3 in the first half, which gave Haverford a man up on which they scored.
I mean, the name of the game is possession. If you're not having possession, it doesn't matter how many, Division I, 2, or 3 commits you have. You need possession for sure.
Space, shot wide from Nolan. It will stay with Haverford. 63 on the possession clock for the Fords. O'Kane for Jack Long. Ryan Taracco. Now Wells Flynn. Pinballs off a couple tackles. In front space. O'Kane fires right at Ford, who makes the stop. And O'Kane paid for that shot attempt.
Yeah, he paid for that one for sure. I think Brady, if he had that one back, he would go low on that one. Had some time and space, put that thing low.
Breslin forward. Gives it off for Colin Goals.
Looks like they're settled in here a little bit. Again, the first half was up and down a little bit, the first couple possessions here for St. Anthony's.
Yeah.
Now they're settling in, get an offensive set.
Here's a shot wide of Murphy. The possession will stay with St. Anthony's. I've done my best to try and avoid it as long as I can, but on the roster I don't have a number 49. So do you? Because I have no idea who number 49 is. And I've tried to hide it as long as I could. As here's a goal from Breslin.
Gary Merrill.
Gary Merrill, all right.
Sorry, Gary.
Wasn't on the roster I got. My bad, Gary. 10-7 here. St. Anthony's gets the goal. As it was Breslin on the doorstep.
Yep.
McCarthy wins it again. Nolan. We'll circle back. We talk so much about how Haverford has 2 face-off men that they like to use. Haven't seen any Griff Meyer today. And nothing against Griff, the youngster, who's quite the special player in his own right, but no need to see Griff Meyer today with the way McCarthy's been going.
No need. I mean, put that card in your back pocket. If it was a 50-50 or Haverford was losing those face-offs, maybe switch it up. No need to switch it up today.
Finn Lawrence gives left. Burfield! Anytime St. Anthony's finds any kind of momentum, the Fords are able to answer. That time it's Will Burfeen for Haverford, giving the Fords an 11-7 lead.
Yeah, you know what? That's just good lacrosse there. I mean, 27 Will, especially at a young age here, catching the ball on the run, soaking up that check and putting it in the back of the cage. That's quality lacrosse right there by the young guy.
And as I say that, there's Griff Meyer, who, by the way, wins the faceoff.
Yep. He's going.
Meyer gives it back to X and Duraco. Out to the left. And Meyer will race off with a job well done for an attacker to come on. It's Large. Over the long, 5:45 to go here, third quarter, 11-7. Haverford leads by 4. Large. On his preferred left hand in the middle. Gives it out to Flynn. Back at X. Nice move. Ryan Duraco. Back to Long. Long will retreat. 30 on the possession clock. Gets inside again. Long goes high. Too high. But the Fords retain possession.
Yeah, Jack committed to Michigan. Coach Conner is going to love him, taking that pole up top. No matter, he's going to the cage. That's big boy lacrosse right there for Jack.
Duraco. Large at X. Spins in front. Has it checked away. Ground ball loose. And able to come up with a turnover at St. Anthony's. Racing up the near side, Tom Snyder. In the middle, Calandrino. A little too tall for Snyder. And a turnover from St. Anthony's. And Keith Weiserock is losing his mind over on the far side.
Yeah, he's not having a good time right now. Not that he's sweating, because, again, there's a lot of lacrosse left, but,
right.
You know, they need to score some goals here in transition. You know, keep on getting the long, I would put a long stick here on the next face-off, right, like they did last time. Maybe double pole.
Great stop made by Ford on the shot from Zeller. Snyder trying to start the transition. In front, all alone, Spadell. Deadly transition from the Friars.
Yeah, to get back in this game, that's what they need to do, capitalize. Haverford's been doing a great job with that settled defense, but here in the transition, one more pass, great look. Great finish.
11-8. Haverford leads by 3. McCarthy back out there on the draw this time against Moon. Moon wins this one. Moon goes himself, gives left. Duffy makes the move, puts it just wide. Duffy, before that last face-off, started jawing a bit with the student section here at Haverford.
Well, the Ford Fanatics are always good for that, sure.
They're game for a little gamesmanship.
Absolutely. Give them a little business.
In front, Duffy goes low. What a stop by Murphy.
Big save.
Ooh. And a player down here, Connor Nolan.
I didn't catch
Indeed.
how he went down.
Of a bit of attention. See if maybe we can get another look.
Oh, his wrist.
That'll do it.
Yep. Looks like he extended out to stop him.
Great shot by our SFBN crew to catch that one. So while Nolan gets some attention, well, he's back to his feet, so we'll keep things here. You hope Connor's okay and can keep going because he's had quite a day today, as has everyone in the Haverford white and maroon.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be back. If that's not broken, he's playing. He's a tough kid. Check out those calves on him. King of calves that kid's got. Some big old calves on him.
He might play even if it is.
He scares me with him. I'm up here.
So out of the timeout, it'll be Murphy to start play for the Fords. Out to the left in Halpert. Murphy wandering out a little bit here, not afraid, but Flynn spins away from the check. Flynn out on the far side. Watched by Green. Ryan DeRocco. Being watched by Tom Snyder, one of the better defenders in the country, but DeRocco beats him inside, scores the goal on Ford. 12-8 Friars. Trail to the Fords.
That's just great offense by Ryan. Kind of lulled the defender asleep a little bit. Maybe a little two-man game. Good separation. Got underneath and buried it. And again, Ryan's a tough kid, man. Going to Army. Coach Alberici's going to love him up there. 28 and 33 for the year for 61 points. Chalk another one up for the young man.
McCarthy and Moon on the draw. It's swept back. And ultimately won by St. Anthony's. Jaden Jenkins back on the field. Able to get into the attacking third. Here's Green. Jackson Green. Tripped up, able to get back to his feet, trying to get away from Leary. One thing I think is interesting here is the pass is made to Carragher. And now this is Duffy. Or excuse me, it's Breslin. Gives it in front, low shot. Carragher sails it wide. Owen Duffy's been taken out of this game here in the second half. We thought he might be able to kind of step in and try and take over. It's been quite the opposite.
Absolutely. Well, he's got the ball in his stick right now, so let's see what he does here.
It's Duffy at X, one-on-one with Atkinson. Nice check.
We're going to get that.
But it will be a penalty, maybe. Back post open, trying to go with Spadell with a nifty attempt. But instead, the Friars are going to go a man up.
Yeah, a little bit too much there on the back. You know, Owen trying to get topside here, come up the hash. Yeah, a little bit too much there on the back, a little bit. All right, what you want to do there is trying to get his hips and drives his hips to the sideline. Looks like the crowd's building here a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Everybody wants to see some history. Breslin. Duffy, Green, Duffy again. Tried to make the pass down low. It was deflected. And it will stay with the Friars. Carragher, Green with space, scores. Just a rocket, no way to stop that.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that. Just good quality ball movement, putting the ball right in the kitchen, right by his ear, as we call it. And Jackson just letting it rip. Top corner. Coach Burns is going to love him at Harvard next year.
12-9. Still plenty of lacrosse to go.
Yeah, down by 3 is nothing.
Flynn trying to get to it. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can.
Oh.
Flynn has it checked away. But I think maybe that free hand is going to end up drawing the foul.
Yeah, they got the push there.
Yeah. And so the Fords will retain possession. 1:05 to play here in the third quarter. Fords can hold it as long as they want with the shot clock unplugged. Jack Long.
These guys are going to get used to this matchup. Caladrino going to Penn State.
Yeah.
Jack going to Michigan. There's going to be many more years of matchups for these two young gentlemen.
Long. With 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Gives it to Zeller. A fellow Big Ten commit. Skips one wide. He'll be headed to Rutgers.
And all these kids in the field are going to have a bright future in lacrosse.
Yeah. Long, 10 to play in the quarter. At X. Gets the screen from Large. Gets in front. Long, thought about it. Running low on time. And the shot at the buzzer. Will it count? Will it count?
He got it.
He does. Brady O'Kane at the buzzer.
Oh, Brady, my boy. Great shot, buddy.
And the lead is back to 4 as we go to the 4th.
I mean, Jack driving hard, gets that ball to Brady, right? Brady loves that low shot, man. Loves that low shot.
13-9. Haverford leads as we go to the 4th here on SFBN. Brady O'Kane at the buzzer, 13-9. Haverford has their 4-goal lead back as we're set to start the 4th. McCarthy and Moon on the face-off. Moon wins this one. Able to attack forward is Bolello. On his left hand, Bolello scores! You know St. Anthony's is going to bring everything they have here in the 4th, Todd McFarland.
Yeah, that's what the forwards want to kind of shy away from, losing that face-off, because St. Anthony's will score goals in bunches.
$13-10. But Haverford has been able to withstand all of the body blows from St. Anthony's thus far. That's a false start on McCarthy, however. Here's Green. Wayward pass in front, rolling toward the end line. Duffy able to keep it in. 11:30 to go. It's Duffy. Watched by Louis Atkinson. Duffy spins onto his left hand. Pinballs off of Atkinson all the way back to X. Atkinson sticks with him, but what a goal! Owen Duffy. Here come the Friars.
Yeah, you talked earlier about Owen taking over a game. Again, not a lot of off-ball movement there. Owen just coming up from behind, up the hash. Great shot.
13-11.
Yeah, 2 lost faceoffs here, turned into 2 goals for St. Anthony's.
This is a huge face-off here as Griff Meyer takes this one against Moon. And Moon wins this one as well. St. Anthony's trying to ratchet up the pressure. Ashheim gives it off in the middle. Losing his footing, but able to get it back on the check. St. Anthony's controls, it's Green. Out to Ponzio. Carragher coming on late. Out on the far side. Duffy. One-on-one with Atkinson. Duffy, shot blocked. Ground ball loose. And Atkinson able to pick it up as well. Trying to work quickly in transition as Atkinson takes the hit from Duffy. Forward is Cooper. Atkinson and Duffy need to be separated away from the play as Leary scores!
Great way to answer by the forwards there. 2 lost face-offs turned to 2 goals for St. Anthony's and then came back and put it in the back of the net.
If you didn't hear me, the fans will tell you who scored it. Brendan Leary makes it 14-11 with exactly 10 minutes to go here in the fourth. The Fords are smelling an all-time victory.
Absolutely. Brendan Leary, Penn State commit. Coach Tambo's going to love him there in a couple years.
McCarthy wins the face-off.
Yeah, I think I'm moving forward here. If, again, I'm not on the sideline. I'm not Coach Dawson, but I would stick with McCarthy for sure.
Yeah. Long. Gives it out to the right. Zeller running on. Colin Zeller. On his left hand in the middle. Thought about it, but gives to Flynn instead. Wells Flynn. Out to Long. Trying to get it in front. Rolls through Duraco. Finds Flynn. Flynn in front. Goes low. Save made by Ford. Jaden Jenkins makes the outlet. Ashheim forward. Out to Duffy. Breslin. 8:54 to go. 14-11 Haverford. Breslin. Atkinson and Duffy still getting after one another in front of the cage that time.
Yeah, Atkinson, that young man's not backing down from anybody.
One-on-one against Leary. Here's the shot. Murphy makes the stop. Doesn't know where it is, but is able to get the stick on top of it.
So I've been impressed with the short stick D middies here for the Haverford forwards, man. They've been shutting those guys down. Great job by the young guys.
8:15 to go here in the fourth. Duraco gives to Leary. And now Burfiend.
So again, still a lot of time left. 8 minutes, 14-11. Forwards over St. Anthony's.
You saw how quickly that St. Anthony scored 2. Reese Childs getting his first run here in the fourth quarter. Out to Large. Burfiend. Gets on his right hand. And gives it out to Childs again. Back at X. Duraco. Spins on his right hand. Back to his left. O'Kane finds Large. 10 on the shot clock. This is Aiden Duraco out to Burfiend. Burfiend gets the inside position, puts the shot wide. It'll stay with Haverford. Do they get the reset?
No reset. But that was it's solid offense, right? They got the ball around, look for the best shot, right? Burn the clock.
And Duraco just flings it away. In 3 seconds, not much.
But they burn a minute off the clock. So, I think they want a better shot there, maybe a little bit of mumbo action on that backside, get the guy in the crease, get for that high percentage shot, maybe not down the alley. Look for that high percentage shot.
Snyder. Turnover. A huge hit, though. And able to get it right back is Calandrino away from Balacandrin. A lot of syllables in that collision.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that one. I couldn't pronounce it.
Carragher gives to Green. 6:25 to go. Green on his right hand shoots wide. As Andrew Lyon and Jack Ponzio. Ponzio trying to set the screen. Lyon said, okay, but you're going to pay for it.
I don't know. Ponzio head in the Navy, right? That's a big, strong kid. You're not running through that pick.
Yeah. 30 on the shot clock. In front, score. It's Breslin. And it's a 2-goal game once again. 14-12. Fords lead down to 2.
Yeah, again, nothing crazy about this, right? Little flash cut, as we call it, on the crease there. Defense got caught sleeping, put the ball in the back of the net.
McCarthy and Moon on a huge face-off.
Oh.
McCarthy called for the false start. It's his third. And it's a man up for St. Anthony's.
Yeah, this is not the situation that the Fords want to get into. 14-12, 6:09 left. Still got a lot of game left. The ball on the St. Anthony's stick.
High drama. It's Duffy to start on the man up. Spotto works it around far side. Green. Duffy back to Green. Duffy. Out to the left and Green. In front. Low shot score. Put home by Patrick Carragher. And we got ourselves a 1-goal game with 5:44 to go.
I mean, all that is great ball movement, right? Getting the defense rotating. One more down. Step to the middle of the field, as we call it. Great shot.
1-goal game, McCarthy and Moon on the largest face-off of the day, at least so far. They'll only get more important from here.
Ooh.
And Moon wins it. Check delivered, but able to maintain possession is Bolello. Spins out of another check. Bolello racing forward. In front, between the legs attempt. But Murphy able to make the stop, denying Breslin. Flynn with the pass. Transition for the Fords.
I would look for a steady possession here for the Fords. Right, little helter-skelter up and down. Look for the best shot here.
Flynn. As we tick under 5 minutes to go, Haverford leads by 1. They've led by as many as 4. Flynn gets inside, and that's going to be a man up for the Fords. Green was beat, had no choice but to hold him.
Yeah, got the hold there. Yeah, nothing crazier getting topside, right? He's driving hard. Yeah, got him up there. Definitely a hold.
So there's a chance here for Haverford to add to their lead, but on the man up, maybe use some clock here as well?
Yeah. I mean, you're always looking for the high percentage shot. Again, up by 1, 4:51 left. Right, again, knowing Grant, the way I do, when I was at Malvern here, coach against him into Haverford, and when I was at Maryland, Penn State, he's a very methodical guy. He's looking for the high percentage shot, and that's just what Haverford's going to do right now.
Aiden Taracco. Back to Ryan. And now Brady O'Kane. Large. Worked around. Back to Large on the right. This is Duraco. Aiden Duraco. Has it on the left from Long. Ryan Duraco, 50 on the possession clock. Large gives it off. Turnaround shot. Long all alone with a slam dunk in front on as brilliant an assist as you'll see from Large.
I don't know if they drew it up that way, but, I was getting ready to say look for Jack on the backside there. They got the defense rotating. Pop that ball down low. Little deflection. Great job, Jack. Way to bury that ball.
15-13, 4:22 to go. An absolute battle, but Moon wins it. Moon has been much improved here in the second half. Calandrino racing forward, open space, gives left. Spidell checked, back to Calandrino. 4 minutes to go. Carragher tried to give it off in front, deflected around, ball loose. Murphy has it, but a man up. Gavin Cooper will be called for the foul.
I have to see that one again. I'm not sure if he tripped over his feet. I don't know about that one. Looks like, I don't know if it was a push or he actually tripped over his feet there. Again, I'm not in the field. I'm not a ref. I'm up here with you, hanging out with you today, so.
Timeout St. Anthony's. 3:53 to go. The Haverford Forwards looking to take down number 1 in the nation. They've got 3:53 to go to do it. St. Anthony's trailing by 2. We'll have a man up here. 3:53 to go. (15-13) Haverford. Gives it side of the cage. Green's got it. Over to Carragher. Duffy in front. Spidell. Gone for a number of nifty attempts, but when you're that free on the doorstep down by 2, just get it in the goal.
Yeah, he's been open all day. You got to watch him, but if you're that coach, you're putting that ball in the back of the net, man. You're not going a BTB there.
Green. Breslin. Carragher on the left side. In front. Spidell again. That's Duffy. Check it on the goal to make it a 1-goal game. 15-14, 3:21 to go on the man up.
Yeah, that's great ball movement. I mean, again, all day, St. Anthony's offense, or man up offense, I should say, has been great. They rotate really well, move the ball really well. That crease has been open all day. Way to bury the ball there.
McCarthy wins the faceoff this time. Racing forward is Flynn.
There's still a lot of game left, but again, goal here, transition, whatever it may be, McCarthy wins the faceoffs. It's going to look more on the positive side for the forwards for sure. So look for a long set here for Haverford. Again, not stalling the ball per se, but again, looking for the high-quality shot, high-percentage shot.
Flynn. Out on the right. 2:40 to go. In front, score! Wells Flynn's third of the day. The lead is back to 2.
I'll tell you what, it's just good, smart lacrosse, attacking the shorties. Wells did a good job, right? Just getting him out in the wing. If you watch, he's squaring them up, as we call it. Boom, one hard dodge to the inside. Great shot by the young man.
.236 to go. McCarthy and Moon. McCarthy wins it. He's got space to go. Puts it just wide.
I was saying if he was going to score that, this place would have come unglued.
Burfield. 2:15 to go.
Yeah, if I'm Haverford right now, I'm getting the ball, attacking their shorties per se. You know, keep it out of their long sticks.
When do you think St. Anthony starts to turn up the pressure?
Yeah, right now. This is when, ooh.
Large. Play going to be whistled down. That one's going to be a foul. They give it back to St. Anthony's.
I'm not sure about that call. I don't think McCarthy stuck out his foot intentionally.
Green scores! And with 1:53 to go, it is a 1-goal game yet again.
Pushing in transition, right? Just beating that shorty up top. Had a guy in the crease wide open. Decided to bury it. It's a good shot. Again, still a lot. I mean, 1:53 in the game is, you know, still a lot of time.
Yeah.
But this is a huge face-off here for Haverford.
You know the combatants. McCarthy and Moon. Advantage McCarthy. Colin Zeller has it on the near side. Back to Long. 1:40 to go. 65 on the possession clock for the Fords.
Yeah, big face-off win.
Long watched by Bolello. Long in front. Spins on his right hand, gives it back to X and Large. Zeller and Large. 70 seconds to go. Large trying to get free of Calandrino.
Not sure if I go on him.
This is Long one-on-one with Bolello.
Probably a better matchup.
Long in front, tried to get it to Large. Knocked away. Ground ball, still loose. Battle for it. Play going to be whistled down. And it will be St. Anthony's possession. Shot clock unplugged, under a minute to go. How dramatic is this? Calandrino out to the far side in green. He had the goal to make it a 1-goal game. Timeout Friars. 37.3 to go.
You knew that was coming. Timeout, soon he crossed the midfield line. Again, you said 37.3. Guess who the ball's going to go to?
I got a hunch. I got a hunch. Owen Duffy.
Oh, my goodness.
Unofficially has scored 5 goals today. There are 31 goals on the board. Fords faithful, hoping it stays that way.
Absolutely. Again, I said it a couple times. You know, Fords win this game. They're coming unglued. You know, a great day for lacrosse. Not just, you know, top 10 teams here playing, but, you know, springtime here in Haverford, right? Celebrating Kip Taviano, 10 years of his passing, right? It's a great day for lacrosse nonetheless.
And Taviano wore that famous number 10 here at Haverford. Louis Atkinson wearing the 10 this year.
Yep.
And you expect that he's going to be the one against Duffy.
No, absolutely. They've been battling all day.
The clock is set to 40 to go. St. Anthony's possession, trailing by 1. The number 1 team in the land trying to complete the comeback. The number 6 team in the nation trying to hold on.
Watch the crease here.
It's Duffy. On his left hand, shoots, save made by Murphy. 25 to go. Ground ball still loose. Scrum for it. It's picked up out on the far side by Cooper. In the middle, Duraco. Final 10 seconds to the left side. Ryan Duraco. Final 5. Check. It's going to be a foul on St. Anthony's. For the Interact, for Kip, and for the history books, number 1 goes down here in Haverford.
This place just came unglued. Great day of lacrosse.
The absolute scenes here at Spencer Stadium as Haverford pulls off the upset over St. Anthony's of New York. What a win for the Fords. What a dramatic finish. Everyone made contributions for Haverford today. We talked about Brody Murphy in the pregame show, and he makes the stop that is ultimately the deciding factor.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, again, we talked about it throughout the broadcast here today. You know, great day of lacrosse here at Haverford, celebrating Kip and his 10 years. Great fans, great fan base, great lacrosse. I mean, action-packed all day.
What a day here at Haverford. What a win for the Fords. Our final, Haverford 16, St. Anthony's out of New York 15. The number 1 team in the land goes down. Thanks to all the folks here at Haverford for their help and hospitality in today's game. Our great SFBN crew, led by Director Sean Kelly, the executive producer of the Sports Fan Base Network, is Ari Bluestein. What a day it was, and what a win it was for the Haverford Fords defeating St. Anthony's. One final time for Todd McFarland. My name is Mike Samsel. The Fords win it 16-15. Have a great afternoon, everyone.